Good morning and welcome to another reading vlog. So if you've been around for a while, you know that I did a reread of The Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices because me and my friend are doing a read of all of the Shadowhunter books, and we have finally started Lady Midnight. I am 208 pages in. It's not like grasping my attention because it's all new characters right now. I do think another 100 pages in and I'm gonna be hooked and want to like completely fly through the series. But when I finish this book, I will not be reading the next one because I have a package coming today that I'm very excited about. My copy of Into the Dark is supposed to come today, so I really need to sit down and get a good chunk into this today because I want to read Into the Dark immediately. So this is going to be book one of this vlog. Hopefully I can get through it kind of quickly. I was listening to the audiobook of Court, but my audiobook expired. So now that I'm saying that, let me go put myself back on the hold list because I only had like 6 hours left in it, and it's like a 22-hour audiobook. And I don't listen to audiobooks when I'm at home. I literally only listen to them when I'm in the car. So it's normally like 30-minute increments. So I need to get back on the hold list for that because there was somebody who had it on hold. Place hold. So yeah, I'm the next person. So it'll probably be a week or two and then I'll finally finish Court. But I just needed some motivation to get through Lady Midnight, which is why I'm filming this reading vlog. I'm gonna go downstairs. I think I'm gonna make a coffee. I haven't made a coffee in a while. I think an iced coffee sounds good. It's been really warm recently. Like it's like 68 today. It was like 70 yesterday, which is ideal weather. I've hated the cold. I'm so glad that the cold is over. So I'm gonna do that. I do have class tonight and I need to do some things for class, but I think I'm gonna wait to do that till later. But for now, I'm going to go make a coffee, go downstairs and read my book and hang out with the puppy dogs. So I will update you on what's going on in the book once I get back into it. I still haven't read because disaster happened and I had to give the golden retriever a bath. I attempted to do so outside, but then he thought that was a game and wanted to run from me. So once I got him decent enough to be able to take him inside to give him a shower, little bath, he was just the worst participant. And now here he is. He's so tired from running and running from me. Hence also why I had to change my shirt because I got wet and I had to change. That's why my hair is starting to go frizzy. I had to chase him around the yard. Anyways, we're gonna read some. I'm gonna do, I don't know how many pages. I need to charge my laptop because I was trying to get my Notion calendar together. I need to do some more of that as well. Do you know? You look like you know that you've been bad today. He knows. So let's do this. Okay, so packages just came. Hello, he knows what this is. It's a bark box. I have to give him his bark box first, but then I will show you my copy of Magnolia Parks. I'm very excited, buddies. Oh, you want to be the Valentine? Oh, you want to be the Valentine? Yes, look. Okay, okay. We've got a ramen. Do you want a ramen or what's the ramen? Okay, you can have it. And then we have some treats. You want one of these? Since Rangers took your ramen. There you go. That's yours. No, Ranger, that's not yours. There was only one. I'm sorry, buddy. There was only one. There was only one. You took the toy. I'll give you one of these. I'll give you one of these. Oh my goodness. this is what I'm excited about. Now here's the thing. First off, why is this so huge? Second off, I am scared that this is going to be taller than my other copies. Oh, look at the little deer in the bathtub. Obviously, I had to get the original cover. I think this is going to be taller than my original copy, so I'm going to have to go upstairs and see what it looks like. Because I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling that this is going to be taller than the other ones, so we're going to go check. A moment of truth. Just looking at this, I already know it's going to be bigger than the other ones. That looks ridiculous. And what, okay. Yes, so that's great. We love that. All I have to say is, even though it's taller than the rest of them, at least it's the original cover. So that is going to be my next read. I'm really excited. I'm currently on page 320 of Lady Midnight, so I think I can get to like at least page 400, maybe 500 tonight. Things are starting to pick up. Things are going on with the fairies and the murders. It's very murder mystery. We've already had a Magnus cameo, which I like, and she keeps bringing up Clary and Jace. So I'm hoping maybe they will come into it at some point. Jim has been mentioned a couple times. My favorite thing is that Jim sends Emma gifts through Church, the cat. Like, he'll tie things to Church and Church will bring them to her because the cat comes and visits sometimes. And I love that because if you know, I'm a Tessa, Jim, and Will stan. Like, that's my thing. I think it's the best part of the Shadowhunters universe. So, with that, I'm going to go back to reading before I have class tonight. But I'm kind of sad that this book is taller than the other ones. But at least it's an original cover. It could be worse. Every single time Tessa Gray shows up in any of these books, I lose my freaking mind. And now I'm very confused. I'm very confused. I'm not going to spoil it. But I'm very confused about Kit's origins. While I dearly miss Will Herondale, and I did also love Will Herondale because I loved both of the boys for Tessa. Tessa and Jim. That's all I need. Like, literally just have every book be a Tessa and Jim book. Or you could even give me a book about Tessa and Will's life before, you know, he got old. That's all I want. She knew what she was doing. When she wrote the Mortal Instruments and she started all this, she was like, oh, Clary and Jace. And then she wrote the Infernal Devices and she knew that she had the ultimate couples, the ultimate characters that were better than Clary and Jace and all the OG characters. She knew when she wrote Tessa, Jim, and Will that they were the best characters. Just like we all know they are the best characters, right? I hope everyone agrees with me. Okay, so I finished. Now I'm heavily conflicted because originally I was going to literally read Into the Dark next, as I told you this morning. But now, after the ending of that, I feel like I just need to read Lord of Shadows. I posted a poll on my Instagram because I need someone else to make that decision for me. I do think that I would get through Into the Dark pretty quickly, but I also know that's going to make me very emotional. But my friend I'm reading these with, he's already read Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows. He hasn't read Queen of Air and Darkness, and he said that the ending of Lord of Shadows had him distraught, so that will probably also make me sad. So I think either way I'm going to be depressed. So there's not really a right answer, is there? All I have to say is, all it takes for me to literally lose my mind, I had to literally just not record myself because I didn't want to spoil it. Just because I just wanted this to be a spoiler-free video for the most part. Like, everything I've talked about isn't really a spoiler. And so I didn't want to spoil it. So I had to cut out my reactions, not my reactions, but all of it, because I was literally just yelling about what was happening. Like, I was freaking out. And I didn't even plan on finishing it tonight because I literally have to be at work at 8 a.m. in the morning on a Friday. So I like needed to go to bed like an hour ago, truly, but I just couldn't, because once I got to like the last 100 pages, how am I supposed to stop then? So I ended up giving it 4 stars. I did enjoy it. I've read better Shadowhunters books. I feel like maybe some of the later books maybe will end up being 5 stars for me. I feel like I always end up liking like the ending of her series the best, and so we will see. I'm not gonna read anything until I get off work tomorrow, and I work until 5, so that's gonna be kind of late. So that's plenty of time for people to give me their opinion on Instagram. Obviously you're seeing this after the fact, so you don't get to vote unless you follow me on Instagram, which you probably don't. But I'll let you know tomorrow what the people say. I feel like most people are gonna say to read Magnolia Parks, so we shall see. I'm going to sleep on it and think about it. And then also tomorrow I need to update my reading journal for Lady Midnight. This is only the 3rd book I've read in February, which is like why I haven't filmed any videos, because I haven't read anything. Literally. Alright, with that, I'm going to go to bed, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, so this is a 2 days later update. I did not read it all yesterday because when I got home I was just tired and all I wanted to do was just like chill. So I did, and I will insert it. I did do an Instagram poll to see whether or not I should read Lord of Shadows or Into the Dark, because I was very conflicted after I finished Lady Midnight, and the consensus was Lord of Shadows. So I think I'm going to read up the first couple of chapters of that tonight. I'm also going to update my reading journal, and we will see how it goes tomorrow. Today I was out and about with my boyfriend all day, so I have not read, and I just got home. But I am going to read a little bit before I go to bed. I have to do a lot of homework tomorrow because I've been putting it off. But later in the day tomorrow I should be able to read. So I will let you know how it goes, because I'm very excited for Lord of Shadows, but I hear that the cliffhanger is crazy and I'm scared. Hello, let me explain where I've been, because the last clip you saw was me updating my reading journal after I finished Lady Midnight. I did read 100 pages of Lord of Shadows that night, but I have not touched it since, and it's been like 2 or 3 days. So I've had a lot of schoolwork I've had to get done. I had to work last weekend and I work this week. So yesterday when I got home from work, I was just exhausted. I didn't want to do anything. And on top of that, I have been binge watching Artifices Who the F Did I Marry series. And if you know, that's like so much time, okay? So I watched all 52 parts of that yesterday. That's what I did yesterday. And this morning I got up, I spent like my first hour and a half finishing a paper I have due on Thursday. On top of, I have multiple other assignments due, but those are not my concern as of right this moment. I have about an hour, 2 hours before I have to start getting ready to go to work, because I work tonight. So I am going to try to get back into this, and I really need to finish this before February 29th. I have read like nothing in February, so my goal is to finish this before Thursday. It is Tuesday now. So we're getting back into the vlog. I just haven't vlogged. There was nothing to vlog because I've just been doing work, homework, and Artifices. So we're getting back into it. I'm gonna make a snack. That's why I'm in the kitchen, because I'm kind of hungry. And then we're gonna read some. Hello, so I went to work. And then I came home. Me and my dad watch a TV show together every Tuesday night. So we did that. And then I turned in my paper that is due on Thursday. And I was looking at other class assignments, like the next one, just to see like the basically parameters of like the assignment, because it's a book report on a book about data bias that we had to choose at the beginning of the semester. I thought this assignment was due in like the 3rd week of March. Like I thought I had a couple weeks. I haven't even started the book. No, incorrect. It's due next Thursday. So I have exactly a week and 2 days to read this book and write a book review on it. Was I prepared to do this? No. I read the preface of the book. I'm reading Invisible Women, which is about like the gender data gap. So I may also be reading some of that this weekend. I work Wednesday, Thursday, but then I'm off until Wednesday. So that is the only hope I have of being able to get that book finished. Especially because I came home and after we watched our TV show, I just spent like an hour and a half reading Lord of Shadows, thinking that I had plenty of time before I had to start this other book. No, I could have spent that 2 hours reading the book that I have to read for class. But I didn't know, so I surely didn't. Anyways, I am on page like 316 of Lord of Shadows now. Too much is going on, okay? I really want Christina and Mark to get together, though. I said that in the first book. I really don't care about Perfect Diego, okay? Perfect Diego has pissed me off officially, so I do not care about him. And I just want Christina and Mark to end up together. And I don't know how Emma and Julian are going to find their way out of their whole drama and trouble. But I hope that that gets resolved. That is currently where I'm at. So I'm supposed to be going to my boyfriend's when I get off work tomorrow. And I planned on just having a nice little hangout sesh. But I'm going to have to take one of my books. And while I really want to finish Lord of Shadows before the 25th, I feel like the book I should be prioritizing is the one that's due for class. But then I also know that I'll have time like Monday, Tuesday, that I'm not working, that I like won't be able to see my boyfriend, so then I'll just be home. So then I can read those. So if I'm making poor decisions, no one call me out, because I feel like I'm going to end up taking Lord of Shadows. I'm almost halfway through it anyways, so if I could just finish that, then I can devote the rest of my time to finishing Invisible Women. I also started listening to my copy of Court expired, and I'm waiting to get that back. But a while ago I had started the book of She Who Became the Sun, and I have the physical book, but I had started the audiobook and then I couldn't really get into it and it got returned, and then I requested it again, and so I'm back on that. But I'm just having a really hard time getting into it. I think I have like 7 hours left and it's just not it. So with that, I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello. So I got off work like 45 minutes ago. I am at my boyfriend's house waiting for him to get off work. So while I wait, I decided to make the responsible decision. I brought Invisible Women with me so that I can work on school-related reading. So I'm going to try and read some of this so that when I go home tonight, I will be able to read some Lord of Shadows without feeling guilty. So that's what I'm going to do now while I'm waiting on him. Okay, I'm about to go to bed, but here is my update from reading today. I powered through and I finished Invisible Women. Very interesting, especially like if you're interested in the lack of representation for women within data. One of the sections that really like got to me was the fact that women are more likely to be injured in a car accident, and that is attributed to the fact that there is not enough data about women when testing car crashes, because the average car crash test dummy is like the average size of a male, and women are typically shorter and therefore have to be closer. So I am on page 2 out of 4 into my paper about it. So that is what I've been doing since I came home from my boyfriend's house. But that just means, since I'm farther into my paper than I thought I would be at this point, when I get home from work tomorrow, we're gonna make a chunk into Lord of Shadows before I have class. So, and I just have to make it through tomorrow, and then I'm off for like a couple of days. So I'm very excited about that. But I still have like 300 pages left of Florida Shadows, and if I could finish it tomorrow night before the end of February so I could just like check it off into February, that would be great. So we'll just see. We'll just see how that goes. Okay, so I worked today, and when I came home I had a lot of classwork that I was kind of catching up on top of the fact that I have been just very exhausted, and then I had class. But I've read a little bit. It is currently oh, you can't see that. It's currently 9:19, and I really want to finish this before midnight so that it can go on my February reads. So I'm gonna attempt to finish it now. So we're getting cozy. I made myself a nice thick water because I'm dying of thirst, and I'm gonna read. Please don't be messing with Magnus. What the heck? You tell her. You tell her. Alec, Magnus is the best. We know. Why are they slandering Clary like that? No. What the heck? Is it a Cassie Clare book if I don't cry? I mean, I didn't cry in the last book, in Lady Midnight, but what the heck? I need to text my friend immediately. He's probably asleep, but we are rereading these. He hasn't even started Lord of Shadows yet, but he's read it previously. So I can't read Queen of Air and Darkness until he catches up, because that's the only one he hasn't read. And so at least I can text him about this because he's already read it. 4 stars. 4 stars. That's all I have. This has been a chaos reading vlog. But with that, I'm going to end this vlog. So yeah, I'm gonna go contemplate life. And now I really just want to read Queen of Air and Darkness, but I have to wait. So I will probably start something else tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.